Ta-da! Good morning. We're downstairs in the gym today and it's starting to take shape. Kinda, slowly. So we're going to keep working on that and getting it looking nice and pretty. Today is week 8, day 3. So this is the end of your second month of training. So bloody well done. If you've done this, if you just switch this one on, stop. Go right back to the beginning, start at day 1, week 1. There's a point to it. For everybody who likes and subscribes and shares this video, thank you very much. For all those that donate down below, for my teas and coffees and Nurofen for aching knees, thank you very much. Let's get on with it, shall we? So, mobility first. Got to get the joints warmed up. All right, so we're going to start from the neck, work our way down, head, backwards and forwards. Head side to side. Pigeon neck, head forward as far as you can, and then back. Good, shoulder rolls. Forward. Good, arms back, big circles. And forward. Good, wraparounds. I feel I haven't done these for a while. Fling your arms wide, open up through your chest. Good, and crossovers. Palms facing down here, palms facing up here. And I'm alternating which hand I cross over. Left over right, right over left. It doesn't really matter that much. Good. Why? Why not? Circles one direction. This one always gets some interesting pops and crackles out of my shoulders. And then change direction. I'm sure that's good for you. A. So in an A line, circles. And the other way. And elbows. So it's a lot we do for the shoulders. A lot of mobility work for the scapula, for the shoulder joint itself. The shoulder is a bit of a rubbish joint. What makes us amazing as humans is our ability to throw, okay? And that requires incredibly supple shoulders. No other animal's got that. What am I doing? Elbows. But that comes at a cost. And the cost is the joint is not very stable, it's not very strong. So I don't think a dog or a cat has ever dislocated a shoulder, or a cow, or a gorilla dislocate a shoulder. Where I actually saw somebody dislocate a shoulder throwing a kick once, and the shoulder popped out. So shoulders are a bit rubbish. So we spend a lot of extra time doing wrist circles in random directions at the moment. We spend a lot of time getting the shoulders warmed up. Good. We're coming down to the waist, and that's the muscle that works, the obliques. But actually what we're doing is we're warming up the spine, the mid part of the spine, which is called the thoracic. It's not the very lower part, not the very upper part, but the bit between your neck and your lower back. So we need to keep our bum tight. If we don't, then we come into the lower back. So butt tight, squeeze your butt, side bend. We're going to work the spine and the hips again through a couple of different directions, a couple of different planes of movement. First is side to side. That's good. Next, keep the butt locked. This is a new one. I think we might have done this before. Elbows up, fists together. Keep your hips locked. We're going to twist one way, then the other. And I'm keeping my bum muscles squeezed. If I don't, then it becomes twisting through my hips. If the bum stays squeezed, then the twisting comes from what you'd think of as the waist. It's actually quite hard to keep concentrating and keeping the bum muscle squeezed. That's good. So we're going to exaggerate that now, okay, by our arm swings. And I'm looking at my lead hand each time. I'm trying to look behind me as far as I can. And on this one, everything's moving. My hips aren't locked anymore. My hips are allowing to twist a bit. You can see my knees are bending a touch as well. And then once I've done a bunch of these, I'm going to add a twist. I'll come back a bit so you can see. I'm going to twist from my feet. And this rotation, well, it's the same as a forehand or a backhand in tennis, or a golf swing, yeah, or a punch, or throwing a ball, or throwing a spear. So it's just that basic fundamental human movement of rotation. We're kind of the only animal that does it. We tend not to train it. Unless, of course, you do play tennis, or are a boxer, or somebody that throws for a living. That's nice. Down to the hips. So we've got hip circles. So this is going to get into the hips, but also it's getting into the spine as well. And the knees. So we're getting some lateral movement into the knees as we're doing this. Lateral and medial is getting worked, depending which way we're going. Lateral just means out to the sides, medial means to the middle. So your lateral ligament, okay, in your knees is on the outside, and your medial is on the inside. So anything that says medial tends to be towards the middle, outside the middle this way, or the middle is if you're cutting through from the side. Anything with the lateral raise comes from the outside, generally speaking. In fact, not generally, 100% speaking. Because it's medical, isn't it? Yeah. So hip circles. And then we're going to chop the hips and send the hips back. When I'm doing this, my knees are soft. Hips back. When I'm doing this, my toes are pointing forward, and I'm just trying to push my hips back as far as I can. I'm going to stay down on this one now, okay? We're going to do a couple of things. We've done one of these before, so a little bit different. So the first thing we're going to do is take a deep breath in and lift the chest up. I believe we have done these before. And then breathe out and round out. It's not about having a deep yoga-like stretch. I'm trying to move through this part of my back, okay, the thoracic, in that slightly different direction. So we've done sideways, we've done rotation, and now this is extension and flexion. Extension and flexion. The only part of me moving is my mid back, okay, my thoracic part of the spine. that's good. Okay, leg curls. So we've done the hips, we've done the spine. We're on the knees now. As well as the knees, getting some work, which we've already started with the hip circles. We're also flexing the hamstring on that part, the leg curl part of it. And as this muscle's being flexed, the muscle opposite, the quad, is getting stretched. That's starting to open up the hip flexor. And now we're going to use the hip flexor and bring high knees. And we're going to add some rotation with marching on the spot. What we do now is just add a little bit of explosiveness off the floor. So I'm powering the knees up, kick the feet out. We did some leg swings the other day. We'll do those as well. So I've got my left leg forward, right leg back, a bit like a sort of boxing fighting stance, but there's no tension, there's no effort here. I'm just going to swing the leg up. Swing, lost my balance. Swing. How high you swing will depend on your flexibility. But you're not doing the can-can. We're not trying to kick up here. We're just continuing to move the hips, and this is starting to stretch the hamstring. Because we're doing it as a move and not a static stretch, this could be termed a dynamic stretch. And if I was to kick really hard, arguably it could become a ballistic stretch. But I'm not kicking hard. I'm just swinging my leg up. Swing, swing, and swing, okay? Not high, not high. Just enough so you can start to feel it pull a little bit. Okay, so as well as mobilizing all my joints, that's starting to get my heart rate up enough that I feel I need to have a little sip of water, and I'm not entirely sure what I've got in here. Electrolytes. Electrolytes, literally, first part of that word is electric, okay, or electrolytes. And electrolytes are essential for the conductivity of messages from brain through the central nervous system, through the spine, through to all your muscles. And if your electrolytes are low, then basically your internet speed drops down. Okay, you don't want that. All right, skippity skip hops, 45 seconds on, 45 seconds off, tangle, tangle, let's go. "45 seconds recovery." How do we recover? We breathe through the nose. Brings the heart rate down. Try it. If you've got a Fitbit, do a couple of rounds of 45 seconds. Try one round where for the rest, you breathe through your nose. And the next one, try breathing through your mouth. You'll notice when you breathe through the nose, your heart rate plummets. You breathe entirely through your mouth, it will come down, but much, much slower. There we go. Let it come down. One more round. Let's go. Good. That's our cardio done. Mobility, warm up, getting the muscles warmed up, elevating your core temperature. Preparing the body to exercise, so we reduce any chance of hurting ourselves. Not eliminate, but definitely reduce. Okay, so I've got my kettlebells nestled there behind me. What we're doing today, squats, 5 sets, 5 reps. The first 2 sets are basically warm-up sets, practice sets. Chance for you to practice the movement, get the knees and the hips and the back woken up, so you don't want to go immediately into your heaviest weight. And then we've got 3 sets of 5 with a heavy weight. And what I've been doing is a set of 32, a set of 36, and then a set of 40. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do all 3 of my working sets with, I can't remember what weight this is, 40. So I'm going to do 3 sets of 5 at 40, so it's all at the same weight, which will be fun. Warm up. I've been doing a 16 and a 24. I think I'm going to do 2 sets with 24. And I started my right hand on the other day, Wednesday. Today is Friday, 24th July. Definitely 2020, because the world's on fire. Okay, here we go. Man, I need these warm-up sets. I had a full 8 hours here yesterday, moving mats, moving gym equipment, squat racks, cutting lumps of wood into smaller lumps of wood. So I'm feeling tight. Spent most of yesterday bent over and kneeling down. So I need these practice sets to open up my hips because I'm ancient. Remember, going heavier, and I am today, so everything's heavier. You need to have more rest, even when you practice sets. The weight you use as it gets heavier and the rest you've got to take are inversely proportional. The more weight, the more rest. Or is that actually proportional? Anyway, you know what I mean. Go heavier and take more rest. All right. Second set with the 24. See if we can get an inch lower than the squat. All right, marginally better. Get the 40 kilo one ready. Woo. And we've got 3 sets of 5, 2 minutes rest in between each set. I'm going to rest for a minute. Another 45 seconds. So what do you do if you've got 2 minutes rest? Crossword, some Sudoku, empty the dishwasher. You can. Personally, breathe and move around, just walk. Pace around. Rest, recover. All right. Okay, 2 minutes rest from now. That was all right. Depending how all 3 of these sets go. I might start to alternate between the 40 and the 44. Over time, all the sets will be with a 44. And then I'll introduce the 48 until I can do all the sets with the 48. And then I think the next one's going to be a 56, which is a small car. And so on and so forth forever. You keep trying to progress your workout. 5 rules. Well, actually, there's hundreds of rules, but the 5 that we're interested in. Show up, actually get to the gym. And if your gym is a kettlebell in your garage, that's your gym. Show up, get there. 2, do something. It doesn't matter if it's the prescribed workout, but do something. Anything, do something. Rule 2. Rule 3, repeat that often. Every other day is perfect. Rule 4, don't eat like a 5-year-old. Don't reward yourself with food. Don't be an idiot all the time. Try to be good with your food at least some of the time. You guys have to be quiet and filming and no music. Staff coming in for their workout. God damn them. And then we also need rule 5, which is progression. You have to progress your workouts. Okay, set number 2. Okay, so number 2, 2 more minutes rest. So I can feel my right heel lifting off the mat at the bottom of that squat. So in this next set, I'm going to pay a bit closer attention to push my right knee out. And if I go back so you can see my feet a bit, I want to imagine that I'm stood on a crack, a fault line on the very earth itself that runs to the middle of my feet. And as I squat down, I'm going to try to push apart, spread that fault line. And that's going to really cause my hip muscles, okay, my glutes, my glute medius, my QL, my adductors, all that nonsense, so as to really fire, and it'll keep my heel stabilized. Another one, if you find your heels lifting a little bit, and it sounds a bit counterintuitive, but if you push your big toe down, that helps ground it as well. I don't know if you can see, but I'm on a thin strip of rubber. I'm raising my heels up a little bit. These shoes are basically flat, because I'm old and broken. Having my heels elevated just a little bit helps me get that little bit deeper. It's the equivalent of wearing lifting shoes, which have got a 3/4 inch block in them anyway. Okay, that's probably about 2 minutes. Finish on the left side. Last set. Here we go. So I'm going to pay close attention to my right foot this time. Yeah, good. No lift off. Good. It's horrible. Clean press. Next. So I can get rid of my heel block. A minute or so of recovery. With my clean and press, instead of 5, then go heavier. Instead of 4 reps, go heavier. Instead of 3 reps, go heavier. And then finish with a set of 2 reps. Or at least, that's what I did last time. The plan today is I'll start lighter with the 5 and the 4, and I'm going to try to do the 3 and the 2 with the 32 kilo kettlebell. Okay, so I've not gone heavier but I'm going to be doing more reps with a heavier weight, which is the same thing, up to a point, Okay, I think I'll go straight to the 24. And I'm going to remember to actually do my left side first this time, because I forgot on Wednesday. Good. So that was the first set. I didn't feel on that first kind of practice set that I needed to put the weight down to my left side and right side. You absolutely can. There's nothing wrong with that. If the weight goes up, your rest must increase. And that includes even doing the same exercise on alternate sides. Okay, you need rest. I'm going to get this one get ready. And then I'm going to take some more rest. I'm going to walk around, breathe through my nose, suggest you do the same. Looking good, isn't it?
Beautiful. Thank you.
That was Jack. He recently used to work for me before I fired him. Okay, I think I'm recovered. 4 reps now, starting the left hand, clean and press. That felt good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So up to 32. Which, on this current program, is going to be something called a PR, personal record. A PB is personal best. Generally, PB is you're talking about the most amount of weight you can do for 1 rep. A PR is the heaviest weight you've done for whatever rep scheme you're training at, be it 2, 5, or 1,000 reps. So, have I done 3 reps with a 32 before now? Absolutely. But I'm not done it on this program, so it's this program PR. So I'm gonna need lots of rest. Isn't it frizzy?
Oh, me?
No, definitely not you. All right, I'm gonna do my left side, take a rest, do my right side, take a rest, repeat, but take the reps down to 2. So I'm gonna do a set of 3 on each side, and a set of 2 on each side with the 32. It's gonna go great, I can feel it. Very good. All right. Ooh. I know I said I was going to take a rest from left side to right side, but the left went better than I thought. So I went straight into it. Also, I forgot. All right, so take a good long rest. Nose breathing, walking around. And then I've got a set of 2 on both sides. And then we're on to the core work. Suitcase walk, waiter's walk, and what was the other one? Oh yes, floor press, which is going to become something else from next week. Okay, so as this weight's got heavier, I need to double make sure that I'm keeping my glutes squeezed on the press part of it, and I'm making the clean short and explosive. I'm not being lazy with it. This is 32 kilos. It's enough to hurt you. Okay, it really is. 2 reps. That's great. I want to go straight into my right side. It's feeling good. Smashing. Okay. Suitcase and waiters. So I've been using the 32 for the suitcase. For no reason at all, I'm going to use the 40 for the suitcase. We'll see. The handle's much thicker, so it's going to be a bit challenging. I'm going to stick with the 24 for the waiters, because that's still quite hard. I'm actually going to start just behind. Downstairs at the bottom, still a bit cluttered, so I'm just going to change my distance slightly. Here we go, up a bit, and then down. Oh yeah, feel the difference in that. And I'm past you, I'm going to swap hands. Okay, that's much harder. we'll take a rest. And then throw caution to the wind. Do the waiter's walk with 28. What the hell? Same thing, I'll go past and walk up and down the room looking like an idiot. Disappointingly, that doesn't feel too hard. So the left side is a bit harder, as you'd expect. I say disappointingly, it's not that bad. It means that next time I'm probably going to have to go up. Whew, so 32. Okay, time to adjust the camera angle. Because we've got floor press. How's that? Okay, I'm not going to put a mat down for this. I'm just going to do it in the rubber and just make a nice sweat angel. So I was using 16s for the week so far. I'm going to try 20. The press part of it, kind of the floor press, the bench press part of it, it's neither here nor there really. It's a good exercise, but the point of this is to learn how to roll and transition the kettlebell around your body safely so you don't hurt yourself. So, let's have a look. See how that looks. There you go. You can see me on my glory. Okay, so the kettlebell's to my side. It's about a foot away from my shoulder. So I'm going to roll entirely, not just my head and shoulders, but I really want to drop my knees down, so I'm literally on my side. Cradle the kettlebell into your chest, roll onto your back, and then press it up. The free hand, put on your chest or on the floor. Legs are bent, feet flat on the floor. I'm going to bring it down to either my tricep or my elbow touches the floor, and press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, bring it down so the elbow touches the floor. Bring your hand over, roll entirely onto your side. Change your grip, so you're now holding it by the horns. Move it around the head. Roll onto the opposite side. Crutch into your chest. Press it up. Arrange the kettlebell so it's as comfortable as a large weight on your wrist is going to be. 5 again. Elbow to the floor, hand on top, roll to your side. Stay on your side, halo us around, roll to your side, roll to your back, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hand on top, roll to your side, halo around, roll to your side, roll to your back, press, adjust if necessary. That's good. Last time each side, roll to your side, halo, roll to your side completely, knees, hips, shoulder, cut you into your chest, roll to your back, last round. Okay, last 5 reps. Again, halo around the head, not over the head. That way lies death and dismemberment. Onto your back. Now, don't get sloppy because it's your last one. Elbow to the ground, hand on top, roll. Put it down safely by rolling to the side. Never put it down like that. You will completely knacker up your rotator cuff. You'll hurt your shoulder. I know. Okay. And a disgusting sweat angel. Well, looks more like a sweat jellyfish, to be honest with you. A sweat Cthulhu, maybe. Okay. Slightly sweaty, but it's warm today. And now we've got our conditioning part of the workout. Yay. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Back in a second. Swing, clean, snatch, press. Okay. So, I'm going to put the camera angle back. Four exercises, 1 rep of each. And we'll do 1 swing, 1 clean, 1 snatch, and then 1 press. And then I'm going to change arms. To change arms, put my thumb up my bum, come up, and clap your hands together, both thumbs up. And in that clap, I change my hand, and I'm into 1 swing, 1 clean, 1 snatch, stay up top, 1 press. I'm going to keep doing that, 1 rep on each exercise, swapping hands at the end of each 4 exercises, swing, clean, snatch, and press. Now, if you forget, and if you get the order wrong, it doesn't matter, because the point of this is we're going to do 5 minutes without stopping. So it's going to be 5 minutes where we don't put the kettlebell down. Which sounds fantastically miserable. And I'm coming up, and I need to remember to look at the clock because historically, I'm not very good at this. Okay, coming to the top of the minute now, and get the kettlebell going. Swing, clean, snatch, press. And I'd recommend going about this kind of pace. You can go like the clappers if you want to. 5 minutes is quite a long time. Change hands. Swing. Clean. Snatch. Press. Change hands. Bring it up, swap hands, swing. Clean. You've got a little break here to breathe and catch your breath. Snatch. Weirdly, you've got another one here. Press, and another one. And then we change hands. And now there's no rest for this little bit. For the swing, you've got to keep going. Clean. Snatch. press. That's 1 minute. It's 2 minutes. Hard work. Halfway. Three minutes. One minute left. Fuck. I've got the swing. 30 seconds. I've got something. I'll do another press. And there we go. 5 minutes off. Oh my God. So, that was disgusting. But kind of fun as well. I enjoyed that. All right, people. Thank you very much. Congratulations, you finished week 8. Week 9. Same, but different. Thank you very much. I will see you next time. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Bye-bye.